everybody! Happy Thursday night! I'm Park Hopper Sid, and this is my friend...
Park Hopper Chris.
Park Hopper. He is standing in for Park Hopper John while he is away. He keeps trying to get out of the camera.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, there you go. He is standing in for John while he is traveling for work. And so thank you for doing this.
Oh, no problem. I do what I can.
So we want to welcome you to Park Hoppers Live. We are coming to you from Three Bridges over at the Coronado Springs Resort. And in tonight's show, we will discuss Reservations, now open for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, the Cantina, and the Lightsaber Shop. New features coming to Mickey's Boo to You Parade. New restaurant coming to Disney Springs. New quick service, dining and drink venues coming to Walt Disney World Swan and Dolphin. And also our Star Wars Galaxy's Edge review. So we also have so much more. Definitely go check us out on our website at www.parkhoppers.com. Find us on Facebook, which if you're watching this, you obviously have. Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, everything at WDW Park Hoppers. So you can also listen to our podcast on iTunes and Stitchers, and you can search for us at WDW Park Hoppers on either of those locations. So just one last piece of housekeeping. We will do a live Q&A at the end of the podcast, so definitely stick around. If you have any questions, write them in the notes, and we will answer everything as soon as we get done. So thank you so much for being here. All right, Chris, are you ready to get into all the Disney news?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
I'm so scared right now.
Me too.
She's been practicing, and it's a little scripted.
No, it's not scripted.
No, it's not scripted at all.
Not at all. You put that away there. All right, so here are some upcoming Disney World dates to remember. We have the NBA Experience opening at Disney Springs on August 12th. That's next week.
It is next week. Very exciting.
We have Star Wars Galaxy Edge opening at Hollywood Studios on August 29th, later in the month. At Epcot, we have the International Food and Wine Festival that begins August 29th and runs through November 23rd.
It's the year of the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival.
Is it the year of that?
It feels like it lasts a year.
No. Oh, yeah, because it's, it's quite a long time. And then we have, wait.
What do we have?
We have
ready?
we have Illuminations. Reflections of Earth has its final show on September 30th.
That makes me so
It
sad.
makes me so sad. I already bought all of my shirts and
Aww.
pins and everything like that.
The Disney by the Numbers T-shirt club also had a shirt.
Oh, yeah.
And so we had to get that one too.
Yeah, it's so sad.
All right, and what else?
And then we have Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party at Magic Kingdom, and it runs on select nights from August 16th through November 1st.
You know, it's funny. So Chris and I know each other from work, and he can normally, he could yell through an entire general session, and everyone will hear him.
Yes.
And now he's a little nervous, and he's getting very quiet.
Well, it's
so
not-
if you can't hear him,
I don't want to interrupt.
you let us know.
I don't want to interrupt everyone's fine dining experience here.
I think we've become entertainment. I hope.
think so. Everyone's looking at us, and
All right.
that's what.
Well, we're weird. All right, I'll get closer and try to whisper.
No, you
All
don't
right.
have to whisper. I'll try and talk louder.
Reservations are now open for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, Cantina, and the Lightsaber Shop. So, reservations are open for the three experiences, which we mentioned: the Cantina, the Lightsaber Shop, and also Savi's Workshop. Oh, I'm sorry, Droid Depot. Savi's Workshop is where you make the lightsabers. Droid Depot is where you make the droids.
How about that?
Go figure.
In the name.
So, this opens on August 29th. I know a lot of people have already made their reservations. They're very excited. If you had not heard, there's a new Star Wars land over at Hollywood Studios, just in case you missed that. So, it is a 14-acre land. It is huge, and it's beautiful, but more on that later. So, if you are planning on visiting the Planet of Batuu, you can select dates and times for Oga's Cantina, the Lightsaber Building at Savi's Workshop, or the Custom Droid Building at the Droid Depot. Set up your times, set up your dates, and you go in, and it's just like checking in for a meal reservation. So, reservations are available starting August 29th through February 3rd of 2020. Previews are underway. I got to go to a cast member preview, and we'll tell you more about that. And then annual pass holders have their previews, and then everybody. So, Galaxy Edge is the park that first opened at Disneyland. It has the Millennium Falcon ride, it has the shops, has blue milk and green milk if you prefer green milk. Great merchandise. And then the second ride, Rise of the Resistance, will make its debut December 5th here in Florida, and sometime after that over at that park in California. So we will talk more about Star Wars Galaxy Edge later in the show, but if you have not made your reservations, definitely get online and make them at Disney World's website.
So is this me now?
This is you now.
Oh,
I would say
excellent.
it's in the blue,
Yeah.
but you printed it out in black and white, so it's the darker gray.
It's the darker. Well, it's the black instead of the gray.
There you go.
All right, so we have new features coming to Mickey's Boo to You Parade. In addition to several new offerings of the 2019 Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, Disney has announced that new friends and floats will be
New
added
friends.
to Mickey's Boo to You Boo to You Halloween Parade. So new to the parade this year will be Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse donning brand new Halloween costumes
It's nice they let them change their clothes sometimes.
every once in a while.
It is.
The Haunted Mansion Parade portion will highlight the additional Ghost Bride. It did before. I haven't
The
seen
Ghost
it.
Bride was not in the parade
So
originally.
it had everything else except
Right, but now she's going to mingle.
Okay.
All right.
Interesting. And then I'm so sorry.
Right there.
Yeah. New Tomorrowland addition to the parade will feature The Incredibles, our beloved designer Edna Mole, followed
No
by
capes.
followed by Buzz Lightyear and alien explorers who have set out for new discovery on a planetary playset float. Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party will be offered on select nights from August 16th through November 1st, and is a separate hard ticket event at the Magic Kingdom.
Yes.
It
Good
is.
job.
No, I do what I can.
You do. August 16th. Okay, it is August 8th right now. It is hot. We are sitting outside. There's a lovely breeze. In fact, here, we're going to let y'all look. See, this is what's behind us. Water.
Aim it towards the new.
Yes, over there is the beautiful new Grand Destino. But it's very warm out here. That's going to be the shot they did. It's very warm out here. I cannot imagine putting on a Halloween costume and wandering around the Magic Kingdom.
No, that's a bit much.
It is a bit much.
But when it's closer to Halloween, how much cooler is it?
Enough.
Enough.
I think
Still,
enough.
Still 80.
What do you guys think? Is it too hot for Halloween costumes yet? Okay, is it too hot for Halloween costumes that you should be wearing in public with small children around? Let's go there.
Yeah,
That's a point. All right. Before we move on, we do want to ask you to come check us out at www.parkhoppers.com/Team Parkhoppers. This is the group of fans, Patreon supporters, of everyone that just is, part of our podcast family. And it's just a place for you to come and get new news. You get special insights, emails from us, and possibly prizes and whatnot down the way. So definitely check us out there. We also invite you to go check out WDW Tiki Room and Dining at Disney. These are our podcast partners. This is Aljon and Kristen and Big Bubba, and they put on two of the best podcasts out there. Talk everything food, Disney news, all the different kind of stuff. So definitely check it out. You have a fan. I normally don't talk about the notes, which I've had a couple people.
Hey, I know that guy.
I see that. So, for anybody who's asking, no, this is not Park Hopper John. I have not replaced him. He's on a plane somewhere, and this is my dear friend, Park Hopper Chris, who is now an honorary Park Hopper, who has come to join me for tonight, so I don't have to do all the talking. So, WDW Tiki Room, Dining at Disney. Check them out. Podcast, websites, news. If it's food, Dining at Disney, Kristen and Big Bubba, they will have all the answers. And last but not least, if you are doing any shopping, and I know it's hot, it's August, but we're already talking Christmas parties, Halloween parties, got to get those things done. We have a link to Amazon. It does not cost you anything extra. It is www.parkhoppers.com/Amazon. It just tells Amazon that we told you about Amazon, puts a little link through there. They send us a couple of pennies for anything you buy. Nothing is added to your bill. So Thank you for supporting us and helping us be able to do things like this. Come hang out with Carol here at Three Bridges as she brings you. That is a lovely cocktail, Chris.
I always order the loveliest cocktails.
You do order lovely cocktails. Mine taste better, but yours are pretty.
I don't know.
I think so.
This is pretty too.
See, all right. See, Carol thinks mine is pretty.
Here.
Is he pretty? But he's got extra berries. So,
Yeah, I bet.
cheers. This is going to make it easier for him to podcast. So yes, www.parkhoppers.com/Amazon, WWTQ Room Dining at Disney, and Team Park Hoppers. Those are my plugs for the night.
I'm learning so much tonight.
Aren't you?
I am.
Well, and I think you have a great story to tell.
Oh man, this is a long story.
Well, and you're hungry, so this probably is not helping because
I know,
it's
I'm starting
about food.
Starting to get a little shaky here.
All right.
So, Beatrix is coming to Disney Springs.
Woohoo!
Ooh. It's no secret that Disney Springs has some of the best dining at Walt Disney World and anywhere in Central Florida for that matter. Within the last year, we've opened 2 new restaurants, Wolfgang Puck Bar and Grill and Jaleo by Jose Andres.
Woohoo!
And both headed by James Beard Award-winning chefs.
Yes.
There it is.
Did you know that Disney has 6 James Beard Award-winning chef-owned locations now?
I did not know that. So is that 6 total now, including Wolfgang and
Yes.
Jaleo?
So now with Jose Andres and Wolfgang Puck, that makes it 6.
That's ridiculous.
That means the food at Disney must be pretty good.
What are the other 4, just out of curiosity?
I don't know, but I could look that up while you read the rest of the article. How's that? Actually, I can't look it up because that's my phone.
No, that's fine.
All right.
All right.
Well, we'll put it in the notes later, unless anybody knows.
Yeah, there's a Q&A question right there.
There you go.
Disney Springs has it all. It has Italian, Mexican, Asian, Spanish, all-American, plus plenty of unique spots to cure any sweet tooth.
And do I need to take that cocktail away from you?
Not yet. Well,
All right, not yet.
I haven't sipped this one yet, but the other one's kicking in.
We are family friendly, so.
All right, see, I knew I was going to say it. Beatrix, owned by Lettuce and Continue Enterprises, will open their first restaurant in Florida at Disney Springs West Side. Beatrix is your neighborhood restaurant, coffee house, and grab and go, featuring healthy food options including vegetarian, gluten-free, and vegan, along with fresh squeezed juice cocktails. Mm-hmm. The restaurant will also offer a bakery, full-service bar with a selection of all-American beer and wine.
Now, can I add something? We had one person very concerned that it was only vegan and vegetarian. No. There's brisket, there's eggs, there's bacon, there's food, there's chicken.
I think that's the all-American.
Well, that was all-American other restaurants.
Well, I know, but that's all-American.
True. What's more American than bacon?
Bacon.
I mean, seriously. Bacon.
Bacon and eggs. All right. Executive partner and divisional vice president Mark Jacobs explains, Beatrix represents the way people are eating today. It's a mix of health and comfort. Whether grabbing a cup of coffee or your favorite pastry, or having a cocktail, lunch, or dinner with friends, it's your neighborhood meeting place. So keep an eye out for future updates on Beatrix, as well as CityWorks Eatery and Poorhouse, anticipated to open this winter, and Ample Hills Creamery.
We have some friends very excited about Ample Hills. They told me I had to make sure it was in there. And we said, nope, it's in there. All right, as long as we're talking about food,
yes.
I'm going to keep going. There are 2 new quick service options coming to the Walt Disney World Swan and Dolphin Resort. So, the 2 new quick service, they will open in the next few months. There's a new grab-and-go dining location serving coffee, ready-made sandwiches, and snacks. It will debut in late summer, which it's August now, so I'm not quite sure how much later we can get, but okay. And then there will be a frozen drink counter opening in the fall. Opening in the fall, that sounds a little weird, except we live in Florida. In fall, we're still sweating, so we're good.
Is that an outdoor service, or is it?
No, these are both going to be inside the lobby, I believe, of the Dolphin. I will get to that. Nope, Swan. Both in the lobby of the Swan.
Okay.
So, the new grab and go, Java, makes sense. They serve coffee and breakfast pastries. Don't want to make this too complicated for people who need coffee in the morning. Java will feature sweet and savory breakfast options, as well as sandwiches, wraps, salads, and desserts throughout the entire day. The venue will also serve a variety of teas, espresso, frappes, and coffees, including a special nitro brew, cold brewed with liquid nitrogen, as well as wines, beers, juices, and more. And then the additions are among the latest food and beverage changes at the resort following the recent redesign and new menu launch at Shula Steakhouse, which we showed you some of the menu and took you there for some of the interviews. That was amazing.
Shula's
Shula, have you been there since the change?
last time I was there was January.
Oh, the change was very good. And there's also the additions of the Grab and Go Fuel and Fins Lounge at the Dolphin in 2017. So, and our food just got here. So we would love to show you guys some of this. Here is the pork tacos, in case you are hungry. Here we are at Disney Springs eating. And what did you get?
The lamb chop.
Ooh.
So I wish I could show you more. I'm going to try and do it without it sliding off the plate here.
I'm going to laugh.
I'm going to laugh too if it happens.
Y'all know.
Then I'm going to cry.
And then you're going to cry?
There it is.
All right. Good job.
Do what I can.
All right, so see, we're talking grab and go, we're talking food. Definitely check out over here, Three Bridges Bar and Grill at the Villa del Lago. It's over here. It's called that because if you go to the resort, there are 3 bridges that connect you to this beautiful restaurant in the middle of the lake. So definitely, it's worth it for the views alone, the nice breeze. It's really just a gorgeous restaurant. And yes, there is an inside section with air conditioning if you're wondering.
I didn't know about that. Why did you say that?
Because it's beautiful out here.
Is.
Although you can't really see it because my tripod's shorter than
But
Park Hopper
it
John's.
really is beautiful.
It is. We'll hold it up again. You can see pretty. So, all right. So, Park Hopper John and I were going to tell you all about Star Wars Galaxy Edge. But
seems
he's
amazing.
not here. So, would you like to help me with a Star Wars Galaxy Edge review?
Sure would.
I would love that. So, what do you want to know about Star Wars Galaxy Edge? And you don't have to go just
Oh
on
no,
those.
I mean I'm not gonna. I probably am, but like first off, what's your overall view of the whole?
I thought it was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was very well done. The attention to detail was fantastic. We went with some just great friends, and we had a wonderful time. And also to watch it through the eyes of my John and our other friend John, especially as they came around a corner. I'm not giving too much away. You see life-size versions of some of the ships, and I think they cried. They were definitely tearing up. So if you've grown up with Star Wars, you know, Luke Skywalker was your hero, Princess Leia was your first crush, or you wanted to be Princess Leia, yeah, you're going to be a little emotional. So, yeah.
What about the flow of the whole? That's actually my
The
personal
flow of the
question.
whole?
The whole flow of the whole
So you come in,
Galaxy's Edge.
and as you walk through, you know, there were a couple little stands, and then you see there's a photo op with an X-Wing, and there's a photo op over here with a land racer, and you're gonna walk through, and then there was a point where you could either go up and through the shops, or you can keep going around.
Okay.
And so it's not just I'm gonna walk in here and it's one circle. There's a lot of cut throughs, and you can walk around in different places. Actually, one of my favorite spots was all the way back past the Blue Milk, which you kind of got to find your way there. I mean, it is 14 acres. We got all the way back there, and we're like, oh, where does this lead? Well, this little path led to the bathrooms, but also a sitting area that it was all these weird pieces of droids that were used in different ways, like lighting fixtures and stuff. And we went, wow, this is sort of weird, and then went around the corner, and there's the droid depot. So it's like the back door to the droid depot, and it's all the trash pieces they throw out there, and they've made things out of it.
That's
So
pretty
it's
cool.
really cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. What about food choices? Was there any good food? Or?
There were great food choices. So they have, I think it's 4 different options for food and drink. There's the little stand that has the sweet and spicy popcorn and the soda bombs, which many of you have seen that on. It's a little round with the detonator cap soda bottles. They also have water. There is the blue and green milk. The blue and green milk stand, which there were options of not frozen, frozen, and adult frozen. So if you want to add a little tequila or rum, they have them. You have to pick your color though, because green has tequila and blue has rum.
Is the adult version that only comes in frozen?
Yes.
Okay.
That was true. Then there was a grab and go that had Ronto wraps and breakfast Ronto wraps, which is sausage and pork wrapped up in a tortilla with some coleslaw. Really very good. It didn't look like much, but it was fantastic. And a couple of the men with us, that's what they had for lunch. And then there's Oga's Cantina, and then there's another walk-up, which I just totally forgot what it was called, walk-in restaurant, and it had chicken fingers and ribs and shrimp and noodle salad, and they all have great names, and the theming is fantastic. My one tip, anywhere you go, look up, because there are details everywhere, and you're just going to see things that you're going to come back later and be like, oh, I didn't see that last time. It was there. There's just so much to see.
So with that, and with the overall feel of the land and the flow and everything, how was your actual experience? How did it feel? Was it too much, or was it not enough? It was kind of a mix of both.
So we went for a cast member preview, so we only had a finite amount of time. So we rode Millennium Falcon once. We did not do the Cantina or the lightsaber experience part, but we got to walk around and we went through all the shops and talked to a lot of cast members. And I will tell you, the cast members made it. They were fantastic. They stayed in character because they are citizens of Bantu. So they will talk to you, start saying things about Earth, and they talk about, oh, we've heard of this planet. You know, we had a little friend that came with us. He came with us tonight because he wanted to say hi. Hi. They were very intrigued by the Ewok. So, hi. So, yeah. It was, the cast members were they made it.
Yeah.
And there were things, you ask them questions, and they're going to answer you like you are, like you're a visitor to their world. You know, we asked them about a piece of merchandise that we wanted to find, and they don't sell it there. They sell it somewhere else. And she said, oh, I've heard of this. I think you have to find it off-world. And they greet you in traditional greetings. And if you ask them about the greetings, they tell you why. They'll tell you about their 3 sons and things like that. So it made a great experience.
Okay. So with the whole feel of the land and going back with food and everything, was there actually spaces and a place to sit and eat, or is it kind of like?
So our guys went and got grab and go, and then came back and met us in the restaurant. Okay. The restaurant was busy, but it wasn't crazy, so we were all able to find some place to eat. There's lots of places to sit. There's some counters built up around where you get the popcorn and the sodas. They have some counters around so you can sit there and enjoy it and kind of take a break. Yeah. We weren't really looking for too many places to sit because we wanted to experience everything. So there's a few places we did see. It'd be nice if they put benches around this area. But again, we know they're not done. The next ride doesn't open until December, so they may make changes.
Okay. Were there a lot of photo opportunities? Or?
There were. So there were photo opportunities up on a platform, up on a wall.
Like a character stage or something?
Well, no, it was you kind of come around the corner at some, you come around and there's a balcony overlooking the Millennium Falcon.
Oh,
they
cool.
had a photo stop there. And then when you got off the ride, you're down a layer, and there was a photo stop there. And they had lots of photographers. There's a photo stop out by Kylo Ren's ship. There's a photo stop by the X-Wing. And then there's lots of other places that you'll want to stop and have your friends take photos. So for what they had, there felt like there were a lot of photo stops.
And then were there a lot of characters to take photos with? Or?
So we did not take pictures with any characters, well, other than him. But we have a picture where Chewbacca's in the background. And when we first came in, we saw Chewbacca and Rey taking pictures with people, but a lot of it was pictures with what's in the background.
Gotcha.
There's some interactive experiences, like there's a spot where Chewbacca is trying to fix some of the speeders, and they're looking for someone that can speak Wookiee. And so yeah,
cool.
That was great.
Yeah. What about merchandise, other than like the lightsaber shop in Detroit?
So there is merchandise for everything from, I only saw the first Star Wars movie all the way through. I watch all the cartoons, and there were things that you forgot how much you enjoyed them in the movies until you see them. And again, shops, same thing. Look up on the walls, look around. So yeah, there was everything from stuff to wear and pins, and we actually got a book of postcards from Bantu, and so there was
Okay.
Yeah, it was great.
So, if you've seen the movies, if you've seen the first one, if you've seen the last one, I'm sure you're going to enjoy everything.
Yes.
What if you haven't seen any of the Star Wars and you don't know the whole plot of Star Wars? Or
You're still going
storyline,
to enjoy it.
Enjoy it. Just
I
enjoy
would say go with someone who is a Star Wars fan because they will be able to explain some things to you.
Mm-hmm.
Our friend that was such a Star Wars fan that he was ready to cry, his wife, not so much of a Star Wars fan. She was glad I went because she didn't think I was a Star Wars fan and she wanted someone to talk to. Well, we ended up explaining a lot of things to her, but she was still enjoying watching it through her husband's eyes.
Okay.
But with the merchandise, with the ride anyone can enjoy. And I'm sure the next ride will be like that. And there's enough interactive experiences. You know, there are stormtroopers that just walk around and patrol. And if you're wearing anything of the Resistance, they may stop and question you. There was a Resistance soldier that would come out and try to rile up the crowd, and then all of a sudden the stormtroopers would appear and she'd run off.
Okay.
So there were some interactions that way. But yes, absolutely. If you're not a Star Wars fan, it may not be where you want to spend all day, but definitely go check it out and see what you think.
Okay. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being absolutely just amazing,
Okay,
what would you give?
9.
9?
I'm a 9. Now, I know it's horrible because we live in die-by surveys in our world.
Sure.
And so, almost a 10. I think the only thing that was a 9 for me was really, you know, they're still finishing.
Sure.
And I know there's going to be changes to the experience.
Yeah.
So yeah. Oh, do you want to go see it? Are you excited?
I need to get a pass again. My annual pass expired.
But are you excited to go see it?
I am excited to go see it.
All right, then we need to get your pass.
I know. I need to get it renewed.
All right,
It's going to happen.
All right. Did you have anything else you want to add tonight?
No, I think that's it.
Did you have fun?
I had tons of fun.
Do you want to say thank you to them for putting up with us?
With us, with me. Thank you
With
very
us.
much. Thank you very
All
much.
right. So next week, Park Hopper John will be back, and we will be live from Disney Springs. We're going to check out some more of the happy hours down there. Not sure where yet, but we'll let you know. Again, make sure you find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. Please, if you've watched this video this far, like the video, share the video. Anything to get the name out there, it helps. Check us out at WDW Park Hoppers with an S. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. I'm sure I'm missing things. Park Hopper John is so much better at this than I am. All right, and definitely come see us over at wdwparkhoppers.com. 4 parks, 1 world.
Oh, that's me.
Yes.
Totally missed that one. I didn't practice that one.
All right, 4 parks, 1 world.
And everything in between.
Good job. All right.
I'm winning.
All right. Now
Oh.
that the live show is done, we're going to go check out some of the questions. So bear with us. Oh, Ramon, thank you for being here and watching. John, this is our friend John that actually took us to Galaxy's Edge. So
Nice.
thank you. We had a great time. Hola, Ramon. All right. And then, oh, good evening, Ralph. Thank you so much. Sue, yes, I know it's not Park Hopper John, but he did a good job, didn't he?
I do all right.
You did. All right, I want to know who Alex is.
Alex is a really close friend of mine.
Good. Well, Alex, thank you for coming and supporting him. You're not jump in there.
What?
You can jump in here. John, you're funny. All right. Is there background music in the land? You know, I know there was background music in the queue, but there were also like some things in the queue for the Millennium Falcon ride. Like, you'd think something was going to explode and a bunch of lights start flashing, and I'm not going to tell you what happens.
Is there sound effects too?
Oh,
Are there like little hidden spots where?
We think there were because some people hit some buttons and then like 30 seconds later something happened, but it could also have been in time. So we're not sure. But there was music in the marketplace and music in the restaurants. So, and then also in the shop of antiquities. That was actually one of my favorites. So just the way it was decorated and the things that they had for sale there and just the feel of it was great. I actually did not have the blue, well, John had the blue milk. He had the blue adult milk and I had the green adult milk. So both good. Little funky aftertaste. To me, it was sort of like a frozen margarita with cream. Yes. All right. Power towers made noise and there were ships lifting up. See, John remembers all of it. So yes, there were lots of noises. I don't want to give it all away because I don't want you to hear. Oh, and that's right. We were walking around one part and we thought that there was a ship flying overhead the way that the speakers were going. So
Oh, really?
they had a lot of sound effects going that really brought you into the experience.
That's pretty cool.
Yes. Any other questions? I gotta let Chris eat. He worked hard for this. All right, well guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being with us tonight, even without John. Tell him how much he was missed. Bye. Bye. All right, and we got one more. Is it so? Tell you. Ah, yes. I'm sure they will bring it to Disneyland. All right, well, thank you guys so much. Have a great night, and we will see you next week from somewhere at Disney Springs. Bye.